there, Ghost. This is Will with another Ghost Recon Breakpoint video, and I just want to do a relatively short video talking about using classes outside of Sharpshooter for Sharpshooter roles. Now, you can see here I've got Sharpshooter maxed. I started pulling in Panther a little bit just because I wanted the weapon camo, but I personally prefer Sharpshooter. We'll start with that. But here's the here's the long and short of it about playing a sniper with the Panther class. You gain greater stealth, faster movement, and suppressors on pistols and handguns do not reduce the damage. Now, that's not as useful as it could be in that, you would ideally like to have your suppressors not reduce damage for your sniper rifles too, but balancing. Now, their class item, Cloaking Spray. That's really nice. It's great if you're wanting to do a drone-heavy area, just because then, you're not going to get seen by the drones. No problem. Their technique, their smokescreen technique is cool. It's great for escaping, or like you see in the video, CQB kills. But I personally don't feel like it is as useful as Armor Buster. However, we'll note that the Cloaking Spray itself actually acts as a better alternative to your Armor Buster technique as a Sharpshooter in some ways, because it allows you to essentially avoid drone fights. Now, that's not as fun, and sometimes you pretty much still have to take them out. And then that also doesn't do much for those situations where you can't get to the power generator to take out the mortar turrets and things like that, which is another great use of the Armor Buster technique. You can take those out with a single shot with the right rifle. And of course, the Panther class is more CQB oriented. I mean, it's up close and personal. So let's talk a little bit about Loadout then. You probably want to take advantage of the lack of suppressor damage reduction by utilizing a submachine gun instead of, like, my preferred loadout, utilizing a sniper rifle and a DMR. However, once again, a sniper is not a close-range combatant. You're supposed to be further away. However, if you do like to play a mix of both, the Panther class is actually very good for that, because it allows you to still focus on stealth and do a lot of cool things. Now, one of the things you lose is one of my favorite tools in the game, and that's the Recon launcher thingy. I always forget what it's called. In fact, let's go back and look at it here. It's the sensor launcher. Thank you. There we go. The sensor launcher is fantastic in that it allows you to mark a large area, including enemies within buildings. Now, with the Panther, you do have an alternative to that. You can use your drone. It takes a little more time, but you can certainly use your drone to mark everyone exterior. And then while you're in the base, utilize the Recon grenades, which are an unlockable item for crafting and everything else. You can utilize Recon grenades for interiors. They're not as effective, and of course you have to be up close, and you have to hope you haven't been discovered. If you're trying to do a place as stealthily as possible. So it becomes more of a challenge. And once again, you have to go inside. So if, for instance, a drone tech or a bagman or a radio operator is inside, you won't know until you get up in the base and utilize that recon grenade to find him. If you saw my previous strategy video, you'll know that that's going to be, that's one of the first things I go for. The first targets is the radio man. I always take him out first, if at all possible, just because it reduces the number of enemies I have to deal with. So, other things you lose deep lungs, which, yes and no, it's useful. If you like holding your breath a lot and really, really taking your time with shots, it's useful, but not as useful as, for instance, stealth or the suppressor bonus you get with Panther. Long-range proficiency. I'm actually not sure what that is. Oh, it's a reload bonus, duh. So, that's going to be useful in that faster reloads are always nice. Especially considering sniper rifles tend to have slimmer magazines, and you sometimes have to make quick follow-up shots, or if things have hit the fan, you've got to just get as many people gone as possible. And yeah, you want to be able to reload quick, especially if you're doing behemoths or fighting drones and things like that. So the long and short of it is, can you play a sharpshooter utilizing the Panther class? Is it viable? Yes, absolutely. It all depends on your playstyle. If you like a mix of CQB and long range, give the Panther a try. Rank it up a few times, get some bonuses from it, and give it a go. However, if you rely on Armor Buster and the sensor launcher, you're going to be disappointed. You will want to stick with the sharpshooter class. I myself prefer the sharpshooter class. There are instances where I will take the Panther class. For instance, if I'm deep inside, planning on going deep inside a wolf base, then I might take the Panther class. Just because I don't really need Armor Buster as much. I don't need the sensor launcher. I want extra stealth. I want to be as stealthy as possible. And in cases like that, I would actually ditch the TAC-50 and carry the G28 and the Vector or the P90 or some other submachine gun to make good use of those bonuses. So, overall, that's what I got for you guys. Not a big gameplay video, obviously, this time around. You got some gameplay in the last one. So, if there's something else you would like to see, let me know. I'll be glad to put together a video on it. I do plan on doing some more range testing here soon. I'm still waiting for things like variable zoom scopes to work and for the bipod to work. Once those get patched, we will kind of showcase just how useful those scopes are and how important the bipod is on your weapons. Not that it isn't already obvious with the bipod. But, yeah, and I actually would like to do a video kind of analyzing the accuracy stat and see, is the accuracy stat actually something worthwhile? Should you pay attention to it? It seems kind of off in that you've got range and accuracy. But, yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to shoot with the lowest accuracy possible. And we'll see how I perform in a range test firing about 5 rounds. And then I will shoot, and that'll be about 500 meters. And then I will shoot with as high of an accuracy stat as I can from about 500 meters, 5 rounds. And so that'll probably be next weekend, unless I decide to get crazy and do it tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like these videos, comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out my website, classicwfl.com, where I have art, I have music, I have photography, I have slightly offensive t-shirts, all for sale, and all those proceeds help keep everything I do free and help me enjoy my work a little more. You know, I don't do a I don't do an affiliate type channel or anything where I have extra ads or anything. I don't get any money from these videos because I don't want to hit you guys with extra ads. So just keep that in mind and help support independent content creators like myself. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.